Hello, what's up guys? So, today's video, I had one of my good friends email me and he says, hey, I'm going to send you a couple model kits. And I heard model kits because I read Roadrunner 2 Academy, and for some odd reason in my mind it registered AMT Roadrunner, like, you know, the Dodge car. So I'm thinking, it's going to be something like an AMT, a vintage AMT kit, when he said a vintage kit. Well, to my surprise, when this arrived in the mail, the box was much larger than I was expecting. And it is not a static model kit, it is a vintage RC kit. This is the 1988 Roadrunner 2. And this is Academy's version of rip-off of a Tamiya Hornet. And it's still in its cellophane. And I'll be honest, I've been waiting for my house to be empty so I can film this, and it has been driving me crazy. I want to rip the cellophane open. I want to see what's inside. So, before we do that though, I am going to go ahead and let you glance at this beautiful box art all the way around. And when I do open it up after we take an initial look, I will change the camera angle so we're looking down on the parts and you can actually see what's inside a lot better. But okay, let's read it real quick. So we have ready to assemble model kit, sealed gearbox with differential, independent front wheel suspension, sway bar, oil-filled rear shocks, bathtub ABS resin chassis, straight ribbed front racing tires, low profile knobby rear tires, molded ABS, highly detailed body, 3-step forward and reverse speed controller, includes a powerful RS540S motor, requires 2-channel radio or RC equipment, and 7.2 volt Camelback NiCad battery. So, all further ado aside, the trusty Spyderco, and we'll slide right down through here. And I'll come up from the other side. And over here. Oh, peeling it away. It is not very often you get a chance to open up an RC kit from 1988 and be the first one to pull the cellophane off of it. Sorry for taking it slow, but I am taking this in and enjoying it. Normally I just tear these things open. Okay, now I've done a little research on this car. Vintage Backyard RC has built one side by side with a Hornet, and he did some wonderful videos on this. There it is. And this is how it comes assembled. That is amazing. And let's see, I have heard some, and I saw in his video, that our tires may not be what you expect. Oh, and he's right. So, for some odd reason, whatever compound they used, all of the oil has separated, leaving only the rubber to become a hard plastic. That is just so interesting. Which is not a big deal because these are available. We can get a set of these right off of Amazon for a Hornet and be good to go. And these ones are kind of, malformed. But at least they're still kind of rubbery. I may try to use the rear tires. I might actually try to put foam in them to help give it some body if they're still usable. Because the rubber doesn't feel weak. It just feels... I think what has actually happened, and the reason these ones are so soft, because being packaged with these ones, I think all the oil out of them has spilled into these over the time, because it's worse on the bottom side where it's been leaning against these other tires, and I think it's kind of soaked into these ones because This tire, why it's mal-shaped, because it had this corner piece. Let me show you real quick. Where they have it packaged, this corner was pushing into the side of the tire, and over the past 30-some, however many years, that is just really done a number on that. But I think that might be savable. We'll see if it can be salvaged. I am going to reposition this so you can get a really good look at what's going inside this box as we pull the parts out. Hey, here we are, nice and close. So you can see one of the first things you get is a parts list for your replacement parts. And, well, doesn't look like prices have really been that much different over the years. I mean, they've gone up a little bit, but that's still about basic prices for stuff like that. And, oh wow, what do we got going on here? Our RS540 motor over time has blown out the back and landed over here. I think it is fine. I think there's no ends on that, so we'll have to put the ends on, no big deal. And look at that, aluminum bodied shocks. Our speed controller. Rear shafts, uprights, resistor. Now I'm probably not going to use this. I'll probably use a modern speed controller in mine. And one of the neat things is it has a sway bar where the Hornet did not. Now, I've heard that these are notoriously labeled wrong. And I heard that the plastic was more flexy than the Tamiya plastic, and I would say that's true. Actually, yeah, because I just took a set of these off my Hornet, and they were a lot more rigid than that. But that might be a good thing. It might actually keep it from breaking. These old parts trees are incredible. And you can tell the difference between the Tamiyas because it didn't have all this extra webbing. And also, yeah, you can see where the flashing molding isn't quite as nice and neat as Tamiya's, which was also pointed out in Vintage Backyard RC's video. And he used the Tamiya Hornet gears for his, but I think I'm going to give these crazy old gears a chance and see what happens. There's only one way to find out. I want to put it together, other than the speed control, I want to put it together with everything I can out of here. Pull another one of these. These are all stapled to the side. The neat little parts. This is going to be an interesting build. I'm looking forward to it. I love opening up this old stuff and just being the first one to touch it, use it, run it, and it will be ran. I am kind of a die-hard. If I got it, I have to run it. Even if it's just an easy run in the grass or on a baseball diamond or something. I don't know. I feel it was its destiny to hit the ground and be driven, so I'm glad I can bring it to its destiny. A lot of parts bags in here. Ooh. And, oh man, that just... whatever is in there just looks like an absolute mess. It's all crumbly. The oil is leaked out from the shock. I mean, I think these were the shock parts. Maybe possibly those were shock boots. I mean, listen. It is literally crumbled and turning to dust. So there may be some extra TLC having to give to get this running properly. Academy models. That's so cool. And our body and chassis. I've left all this other stuff in the bag, but I will open the body and chassis because that's really what everybody wants to see anyway. Everybody wants to see the body of an RC. That's what we buy it for, is the box art. I mean, that's what we initially see and initially draws us in. Oh, it is screwed together. There is one screw holding our chassis in place. Well, I guess we'll just take a quick look at it that way. And as you can see, it does have the wing and the front bumper stuffed inside for storage. And I believe this is, I believe they said it was a rock buster body. And look at these beautiful gold colored wheels. Those are going to be absolutely wonderful. I'll open up a package of those too. We need to see those without the cellophane in the way. That is so cool. Okay, what do we have left? Our gearbox. And yeah, you can tell that it is a Tamiya Hornet gearbox, and you can see the webbing differences. And just little tiny design differences, just enough to keep them from being sued for copyright infringement, I imagine. And I hear they have absolutely wonderfully horrible instructions. Yep, that definitely looks like something out of a 1970s elementary school book. They're definitely not on par with Tamiya's instructions, but for somebody who's had plenty of experience, this shouldn't be a big deal at all. Hey, look at that. They're telling you to twist wires together. You do not see that very often any longer. Oh, very cool. Now, I am going to go into greater detail with this when I open it all and start building. Hopefully you'll be returning for that video. It will be a little bit before I can get to it because I have a whole lot of stuff going on right now. I'm getting ready to go on a big RC trip to Florida. And I hope these decals are good because I really like them. Those are good looking decals. So as you can see from this mess before me, I have some work to do. I'm going to get this all put back in the box and get ready for when it comes time to build it. And hopefully you'll be returning for that because this is going to be a really cool little build. I'm not going to paint it. I'm going to use just the plain plastic, and hopefully all the stickers are still good because I'd really like to put the decals on there. Yeah, just a cool little gold colored motor. I like that. But alright everybody, thanks for watching. Smash that like on the way out. It really helps me out, and I hope you have a great day, and catch you on the next video.